When you think of Nas, what image comes to mind? Is it the lyrical genius who crafted timeless narratives like Illmatic, or the street poet who effortlessly weaves complex tales of urban life? Nas, the figure etched into the annals of hip-hop, stands as a testament to the multifaceted nature of public personas. But beneath the accolades and the public gaze lies a narrative driven by deeper psychological forces, ones that offer a window into his Enneagram motivations and the pressures that shaped his path. At the core of Nas's public persona, we can glimpse the traits of an Enneagram Type 4, the individualist. Known for their desire to be unique and authentic, Type 4s are often driven by a deep motivation to find their identity and express it creatively. In Nas's case, this translates into a relentless chase to articulate the unspeakable truths of his environment and personal experiences. The world sees him as a torchbearer of authenticity, a modern-day bard whose words resonate with the raw echoes of reality. Yet what Nas seems to be protecting is not just an image, but an inherent need to be seen as different, to stand apart from the crowd in a genre that often values conformity. Nas's formative ecosystem, rooted in the vibrant yet tumultuous streets of Queensbridge, offered a backdrop ripe with stories begging to be told. His upbringing in a community riddled with challenges forged a narrative rich with the textures of survival and self-definition. It's within this environment that Nas' identity began to crystallize, shaped by both familial ties and the broader social milieu. The music industry, with its fame machine and relentless pursuit of marketable personas, further honed this identity into an image that was both celebrated and critiqued. Within the intricate web of relationships, Nas played various roles, each contributing to the public mask he wore. Allies in the industry provided platforms and mentorship, nurturing his artistic inclinations, while rivals sparked creative and personal conflicts that fueled his lyrical prowess. His romantic image, often scrutinized and romanticized by the media, added another layer to his multifaceted persona. In the group dynamic, Nas oscillated between being a lone wolf, understanding that his unique voice needed isolation to mature, and a collaborative spirit, recognizing the power of unity in a genre defined by collective strength. But what the public saw, an icon, a creative force, was only one side of the coin. The demands of the role Nas fulfilled required a continual dance between authenticity and expectation. The pressure to maintain relevance, to constantly reinvent himself without losing the essence that made him iconic, created a tension between his public mask and private self. It's here that the dark psychology of the fame machine becomes apparent. The rewards of success, adulation, financial security, and artistic freedom were entwined with the punishments of scrutiny, competition, and the fear of obsolescence. As with many artists, the very gifts that propelled Nas to stardom could also act as traps. His ability to articulate deep emotional truths became both a tool for connection and a burden of expectation. The shadow side of his Type 4 nature, with its tendencies towards introspection and emotional volatility, required constant management to prevent the spiral into self-doubt and isolation. Yet, it is through this balance of growth and shadow that Nas's artistry finds its most profound expression. Have you ever felt like you had to become a role because people loved the role more than they understood you? The story of Nas offers a reflection of the universal human experience with identity and expectation. In the mirrors of his journey, we are invited to explore our own narratives, to question the masks we wear, and to consider the pressures we internalize in our quest for authenticity. As Nas navigates these intricacies of identity, the Enneagram Type 4's quest for authenticity fuels his creative engine, but also magnifies his deepest fears of being misunderstood, of never truly belonging. This dichotomy is where Nas's shadow manifests. The public persona, celebrated yet isolated, often stands in stark contrast to the intimate self, craving genuine connection and understanding. When the world fixates on the myth, how does the man within reconcile his need for vulnerability with the armor of fame? Nas's journey through the labyrinth of the music industry is a testament to the power of introspection and transformation. Over the years, his lyrics have served not only as a mirror to society, but as a window into his own psyche. Albums such as Illmatic and Stillmatic are more than musical triumphs. They are psychological landscapes, each track a chapter in his ongoing dialogue with identity and legacy. Here lies the trickster archetype, disguising wisdom within the chaos of urban narratives, challenging societal norms while confronting personal demons. In the midst of creating these cultural touchstones, Nas's Type 4 intensity faces the perpetual challenge of integrating his shadow. The lure of nostalgia can sometimes pull him into the past, a common trait among fours who idealize bygone eras to escape present discontentment. Yet it is this same looking back that allows him to draw rich tapestries of experience, translating pain into poetry, alienation into anthems. His evolution reflects a continuous cycle of death and rebirth, a phoenix rising from the ashes of self-imposed isolation. The tension between the yearning for authenticity and the expectations placed upon him mirrors a universal struggle. Each of us in our own right battles this internal conflict, juggling the masks we show the world against the truth we know within. Nas's story prompts a deeper inquiry into our own lives. How often do we shape-shift to meet the demands of our roles? How frequently do we deny our true selves in pursuit of acceptance? His artistry serves as both a cautionary tale and a beacon of hope, suggesting that true growth emerges from embracing our contradictions. In this delicate dance, Nas embodies the shapeshifter archetype. His ability to adapt, morphing from street philosopher to cultural commentator, from introspective poet to visionary architect, demonstrates an agility that keeps him relevant. Yet this adaptability is not without cost. Each reinvention demands a shedding of skin, a letting go of old identities to nurture new expressions. The constant evolution, while exhilarating, risks eroding the core, leaving behind the haunting question, who am I beneath all these layers? As Nas continues to walk this path, his artistry becomes a roadmap for shadow integration. The introspection that once threatened to isolate him now becomes a source of strength, allowing him to tap into a deeper well of creativity. By acknowledging and embracing his shadow, by giving voice to his fears and desires rather than suppressing them, he crafts work that resonates on a profoundly human level. This acceptance of his full self, light and dark, strength and vulnerability, enables a richer, more authentic engagement with his audience. Nas's narrative invites us to embark on our own hero's journey, to confront the shadow aspects within, to seek wholeness despite the allure of external validation. The human psyche, much like Nas's discography, is a complex tapestry of contradictions and harmonies. Each thread represents an aspect of our psyche, a reflection of our innermost fears and desires. As we engage with his music, we are prompted to examine the seams of our own identities, to question the societal narratives we subscribe to, and to find the courage to rewrite them. Ultimately, Nas exemplifies the ongoing process of individuation. By embracing his role as both creator and creation, he challenges us to step outside the confines of our prescribed narratives, to find solace in the authenticity of our own voices. His journey illustrates the transformative power of art as a medium for personal evolution and societal reflection. Through his story, we learn that the path to true self-discovery lies not in the avoidance of our shadows, but in the courageous exploration and integration